Hey, it's Rick from Metagamers.com, and today I am showing you the Scosche Band Edge for the iPhone 4. This is not a case, but it is a bumper for the iPhone 4. It retails for $24.95 at Scosche.com. And what you get with this, besides the actual band itself, is an insert that includes these things that you see here: a microfiber wipe, a squeegee, and then two screen protectors, one for the front and one for the back. They both have cutouts for your camera and for your flash, so that's kind of a nice added feature there. When we take a look at the case itself, this is it, and let's take a little quick tour of it. On the top, you've got a cutout for your headphones and for your noise canceling. They've incorporated that into one, and I'll show you how that lines up shortly. You've got a covered area for your sleep and your wake button, as well as the power. On the side, when we move to that, you've got a nice big opening for your silent switch. You've got volume buttons that are covered here with black plastic. On the bottom, when you take a look at that, you've got your dock area here, and instead of leaving it as one big area, they've done separate cutouts. And then on this side, big giant branding in white that says Scosche. So I'm a little turned off by that, but there you go. So application of this case is easy enough. It's very similar to the other bumpers that are out there on the market today. You can slide it into one side, or you can slide it from top to bottom. Just make sure that when you do that, all of the edges, because this happens frequently, see that? You just want to pop that into place. So just take a look around, see it's not on. And there you go. Once that's in, you are on. So let's take a look again. At the top, we've got our lining up here just fine. It covers the sleep and wake button. It has your cutout for your headphone jack. The noise canceling mic is open, so there is no interference there. On the side, we've got our cutout, which is nice and big for your mute or your silent switch, and you can reach that very easily, so that's not a difficult thing to get at. You've got your volume buttons here, and then on the bottom, when we take a look at that, there's your cutouts for your speakers and for your dock. And something to note is that it is possible not all the docks are going to work with this because of the design that they've gone with. It is very, very similar to the Apple bumper. So if you take a look, here it is. They're really similar. And actually, if we take a look in color, even the color is very, very similar. The big difference is here, when you look at the Apple bumper versus the Scosche, is the buttons. And then, of course, on the top, your cutouts are a little bit different as well. And then, of course, you've got the Scosche branding here. But other than that, they are very, very similar in design. Now, button responsiveness, the top. It does require a little bit of pressure. It is not terribly bad, but do not expect it to be as responsible or as responsive as the Apple bumper. So there's a little bit of pressure that you've got to apply there. When we talk about volume, volume is a little bit tougher, so it's going to require a little bit of force to deal with the volume here. Not terribly bad. It reminds me of the Belkin Grip View case, but it is something to be aware of. So all in all, I think it's a good bumper case for the value. I mean, $24.95, and you get two screen protectors as well. However, with Apple giving away their bumper for free now, it's a bit hard to compete because they are so similar. Unless you're looking for the Scosche clear version or something like that, you're almost better off going with a free bumper that you can get from Apple nowadays, because the buttons are a little bit more responsive. The color is very, very similar, and like I say, you can kind of see it. They look really similar. So why not? Why not get the Apple bumper for free instead of spending $24.95 on the Scosche? Not a bad case, just due to the circumstances, you can save yourself some money. So that's going to do it. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. And other than that, stay tuned. We'll be doing more reviews of iPhone cases, iPad cases, and even some video games in the future here. So stay tuned, and we'll talk to you soon.